The question isn't why did Rachel Reeves cry in the House of Commons, specifically at PMQs on July 2nd, 2025. The real question is, what was she crying about? I am an investigative journalist, and this is my report. Labour had just announced they were scrapping the two-child benefit cap, which meant families would get more money. But it also meant a £5 billion shortfall. Then Keir Starmer came to the dispatch box and said this newfound money would come from general taxation. After all, no one in their right mind would choose to stand in the House of Commons and announce a major policy change that would cost billions unless they knew it was going to be very popular. What tools has he left her with? Well, not many. She wasn't crying because something had happened to her personally. She was crying because everything is going wrong. Her party is in disarray. They've got no money. They can't raise any money. And there's absolutely nothing that she can do about it. Their great plan to take on the Tories and the Reform Party has fallen apart. Their leader is under sustained and intense pressure. And I think she was crying for all of those reasons. I think the only tool she has left is to say he is a liar. Everything else is gone. I think probably they will go back to the drawing board and try and come up with another plan. But they're out of ideas, they're out of money, and they are out of time. And I think she was crying for all of those reasons. All of their big policies have been taken off the table. Their whole economic strategy is in tatters. So what else can she do? Call him a liar or say that he's deliberately trying to ruin the country? So I started digging around to see if there was some personal tragedy that had befallen her. Had someone close to her died? Had she been ill? I scoured social media, the usual places. Nothing. There was nothing. In other words, it would be ordinary working people who would pay for this through higher taxes. Now, let's consider the current political climate. Recent polling suggests a significant shift, with Nigel Farage and his Reform UK party gaining unprecedented ground, even being projected by some as the largest party in a hypothetical general election. It begs the question, in such a volatile political landscape, what could cause a usually stoic figure like Rachel Reeves to shed tears? Could it be the immense pressure of a struggling economy? Or perhaps the growing threat of Reform UK and the potential seismic shift they represent for the Labour Party's future? And so I thought perhaps she is worried about the policies that he is going to announce and the damage that they are going to do. Well, that didn't turn out to be the case either. Because since he became Chancellor, she has actually been quite complimentary about his policies. And then he said, if you disagree with me, you're a nasty, horrible person. It was Wednesday, July 2nd. The House of Commons was sitting. At that point, according to Hansard, the official record of what was said in Parliament, Rachel Reeves, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, wept. I have seen many things in my time in Parliament, but I have never seen a situation quite like this, where the weight of the political moment reduced the Chancellor to tears. I have never seen a situation quite like this, where the weight of the political moment reduced the Chancellor to tears. When I first saw these pictures, I assumed something personal had happened. And then I thought, perhaps the pressure of the Labour government's challenges, or even the rise of Nigel Farage and Reform UK was simply overwhelming. So what is it? What is it about this man that reduced her to tears? So my conclusion is this. It wasn't personal. What happens now? Well, I don't know. The truth is not always obvious, but it's always present. This is my report.